Literally picked up this fish on the troll to our first spot. Nothing big. Still nice little backwater bass. Yeah, little guy. Still a lot of fun. Oh man, little rat. Look at this. That's like a, I don't know, maybe a 1-year-old, maybe a 2-year-old bass. Nothing crazy. Alright, I'm gonna try these lures that I got on Temu. They're kind of similar to the whiptail shads we were fishing, but a little bit smaller. See if the stripers like these. They look like they'd be a perfect little striper bait. Alright, so we'll start today right over here. Just dropping it ahead of us, let it sink, and then just kind of jig it up. Whoa, you see that? Wow, striper ahead of us. See him on the surface? That's pretty cool. They're still right ahead of us. I just missed them. Let's try going past them. There we go. Let's go. Oh, he spit it. Nope. He spit it, son of a gun. Try that again. Gonna let it go to the bottom, go back to jigging, wait till this fish come back up. Should be passing over some fish right here. Yep. That's good. That's a good feeling. Little guy, but I will take him. I knew there had to have been one on that little lip. Well, first fish on this little Temu lure. Oh, there we go. Whoa. It's actually not a bad sized fish. That or he had me in a submerged sod bank, because I think it's not a terrible striper. Not a huge, but definitely bigger than that last one we just jigged up. But I think he might have ran me into like a sod bank down there. That's what I felt weight wise. Yeah, he's not too big. But I'll tell you what, he had some bite to him. Man, look at that. Poor guy freaking thumped it. Like, I mean, he absolutely wanted that bait. Let's use pliers to try and safely get this out of here. Luckily it's only in the bottom of his mouth, so no damage. Alright, we're gonna try that drift again. Last time we dropped right on top of one. Trying to line it up with the wind so that I get pushed over the ledge. Because if you're, you know, a couple feet off of it, you're really not catching much. Ooh, a little short strike right there. Might have been a little perch. Didn't really feel like a striper hit. Alright, so the first area kind of was a bust. You saw some life, but not enough to keep me there, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's the water temp that's got these fish moving, but I'm thinking they might be around some of these points and creek mouths, so we'll try a few casts here. If we don't get much, then we'll move. Try one more up here. Oh, something grabbed it and dropped it. I'm seeing some life under me too. So maybe we'll let this jig go to the bottom here. See if we can't jig up whatever it is. We're dropping it down on this little... Oh, there's a fish. Let's go. Not a big guy, but that must have got dropped right on his head. Closed the bail and felt like something was pulling on it. 9 times out of 10, that's usually like the jig stuck on the bottom, but man, a lot of cookie cutters, man. A lot of cookie cutters today. There he goes. Playing possum. Alright, I think we'll start here again. Not an ideal wind for this spot. I didn't really think that one through when I launched today, just because it keeps wanting to blow me into the meadows, but nevertheless, we'll make the most of it. Alright, so we're gonna try that again. I didn't even see these fish on this on the depth finder. My depth finder's been acting up recently. I think it might be time to invest in a new one. I mean, this one's going on maybe 9 years old, so we've got our fair share of use out of it. Alright, so right here we're in like 11, and as we drift back it drops off, and I think these fish are just sitting there. Although I didn't see anything on the depth finder this time. There's something right there on the bottom. That looks like bass. Should be coming over it in the next 30 seconds. My line's kind of further out, so what I'm seeing on my screen is underneath me, but where I'm drifting over, I should be passing over it. Alright, so hit spot number 2. First drop picked up a bass, but a couple drifts, nothing. So I think I'm gonna try and throw some smaller plastics at some creek mouths, but while I'm heading to another creek, I'm gonna just troll this 1/4 ounce jig with this 4-inch swim bait along this meadow here and see if we can't pick up a few bass on the way. Ooh, picked up something. That was quick. Maybe there's bass along this bank here. Oh man, look at this rascal. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. I thought that was a perch. My God. I feel like every time I say this is the smallest striper I've ever caught, I somehow find a way to outdo myself. Look at this. That is a cute little, my daughter would love that size fish. We're gonna let this little fella go. Crazy. I'll tell you what, striped bass are probably the one fish that it doesn't matter how small, or I'm sorry, how large your bait is. These guys will feed. I mean, that bait was probably 1/3 the size of that fish.